scale, LMP. You are all live at the horn. Here we go. Cross the loop in qualifying order. Frank looking to try a pass on Danny. Couldn't make it stick. Into the chicane goes your leader. Running all silver today. TBF beat Brian Fong, your TQ. He comes across first. Long laps off the grid. Brian, Paul, Scott, Frank does make the pass on Danny there on lap number 1. Danny takes it right back. Leader down the back. 30 seconds in. First of the lap. 15-1 from Brian. 15-3 from Paul. 15-4 from Scott. These three drivers have been pretty competitive all day long. Frank Hernandez on the 17-1. Danny a 17-6. Frank sitting pretty solid in fourth now. 14-4 for Brian. 14-6 for Paul. 15-5 for Scotty. He slips back a little bit. It's Brian by a second and a half over Paul. 1.8 to Scott. 3 seconds to Frank. 1.3 to Danny. 15-2 for Frank. 15-1 for Danny. Best on lap number 3 for everyone except Scott. Paul a little faster there on lap number 4 than Brian. 15-1 for Brian. 14-9 for Paul. Scott on the 15-2. His best so far. It is a 20-lap pace early for Brian. Paul and Scott on 19s. Paul right on the edge of 20 and moves there with a 14-4. 18-lap pace for Frank, 17 for Danny. Danny right on the cusp of moves 18 as well. Minute and a half down, 3.5 remaining. TBF by 1.1 over Paul. 2.8 to Scott, your top 3. We got 3.5 minutes to go. Up the crosstown, your leader in silver. Second place, Paul Paris, white and pink right behind him. They go down the back. Into the sweeper. 1 minute, 45 seconds down, 2:15 to go. Brian and Paul both on 14-7. Scott now 4 seconds behind the lead pair. 15-1 there for Scott. 19-502 his pace. Frank on 19, 5:15. 18-505 for Danny. 2 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Frank has really brought his car around over the course of the day today. Into the chicane, your lead pair coming up on Danny down the back. All silver. Leader Fong at the loop. Watch it, Danny, when I call the leader on you.
God, don't let him.
Right up front. Brian and Paul closer now. 2.5 down, 2.5 to go. Into the chicane. Little clip of barrier there for Paul. Doesn't hurt him too much. We're at the halfway point. At the loop, 16-5 for Brian, 15-6 for Paul. Up the crosstown, 15 feet apart. Tighter into the chicane. Down the back they go. 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining. It is Brian, Paul, Scott, Frank, and Danny. Lead pair 0.3 of a second apart. Paul Paris looking for his passing opportunity. Last pass was 14-8 for Brian, 14-7 for Paul. This time 14-5 for Brian, 14-6 for Paul. The gap 0.4 of a second. At the loop, Scott, Frank, Danny. Frank is just 0.8 of a second behind the third place car of Scott. They're on 5:06, 5:07, 19-lap paces. Leaders working traffic here. They're on the back. And into the sweeper. They will come up on Frank. I think I got a missed click going on here for Scott. Not catching. He is still running ahead of Frank, but showing behind. We've got 1 minute 15 remaining. Scott has had this trouble in qualifying as well. No one else is. Just over a minute to go. Your lead pair have broken through traffic. They're onto the back. Separated by 20, 25, 30 feet. And that's 14-8 for Brian, 15-1 for Paul. The gap is 0.8 of a second with 1 minute to go. Frank Hernandez into the lead by 0.7 of a second over Scott. Or into third, rather. They're in a tight battle as well. They are 15 seconds behind the lead pair. Scott's car not performing quite like it was in qualifying. Into the chicane. Your leaders are 0.5 second apart. 30 seconds and 3 clicks. Now 2 clicks to go. 14-7 for Brian. 14-6 for Paul. The gap is 0.43 seconds. Paul closing in here. Down the back. 0.2 of a second between 1 and 2. Paul continuing to close on Brian. Brian pulling a little time back. They're close again. 4, 3, 2.
All car is done.
Oh, Paul
Dennis
gets
is
caught
done.
at the horn by 0.2 of a
Frank
second.
is done.
Brian gets the victory lap here.
Brian Paul done.
Brian Fong squeaks it out right at the end. Takes it with 21 laps to Paul's 20 laps. Frank finishes in third with 19, legit ahead of Scott, even though Scott did not get called done. He will have 18, but it's really 19. Danny on 17, 5 flaps. The hot lap was Paul Paris by 3,000 of a second.
It's like